All right, this is KaotiK Crypto, where tyranny is defied. It is October 24th, 2023, and boy, yeah, yesterday I did a stream and Bitcoin was at 32K, and we spiked all the way to 35K. Pretty awesome. That's what we call a god candle in the industry. That's one hell of a move, and good buying volume ensuing, and it basically it neglected our head and shoulders pattern, which would have put us down to 20K. Now, we do have to understand that 20K still could happen. It's a lot less likely now. It's more likely we'd maybe come down to 25K or 28K again, but this move isn't even over with. And yeah, this is basically saying holiday rallies is in effect, and we're probably going to shoot for 38 to 42K minimally. A lot of people are calling for 48K, 50K. I don't think we'd get up past a 47, 48. I think that would be pretty insane. I mean, 50K is possible, but if we go to 50K, realize we're going to come right down to probably 30, 35K, maybe even 28K by the time halving happens in April. Regardless of all that, I mean, it's good news, and it actually means that this bull cycle is a lot healthier, and we may go to $150,000, $200,000 Bitcoin by the end of this whole thing, and it's looking a lot more positive. So great stuff there, great stuff. We are getting a little bit of a pullback right now, and we're going to look at the total market cap for that. Bitcoin dominance did spike pretty hard, so I have started taking a lot of my Bitcoin holdings and kind of converting it to like Ethereum and layer ones. And good, solid coins. I've also been going through my portfolio and cleaning any kind of coins that really just aren't moving that much and putting them into coins that I believe a little bit more in. That's probably a good idea. And also, it's good to check your emails on your accounts. Coinbase sent me an email with 5 or 6 coins that they're going to be delisting for trading. You can still have them there, but you're not going to be able to trade them. And one of them was a coin I've had for a while, Ren Republic. And I thought that would be a good one to keep stacking. But if it's coming off of Coinbase, that's not a good sign for that project. I mean, that could be a dead coin. I hate to say it. The Ren dark nodes, I thought it was kind of a cool decentralized entity. It's not looking too great. So I converted most of my Ren into some other coins, and it is what it is. I mean, if it's coming off of Coinbase, it's not a good sign. So let's see. I was going to look at Bitcoin dominance, but you want to keep on top of exchanges and emails, especially during the bull market. It might tell you when the end might be coming. This is Bitcoin dominance, 54%. Again, my target is 58 to 62%. So we still got a little ways to go, but I think these levels are pretty solid to probably start going from Bitcoin into some Ethereum at least. I think I have a Bitcoin Ethereum. There's Ethereum Bitcoin dominance. Yeah. Yesterday, like I saw this happen, and it hasn't happened since last year. I want to take a look at, or is this the beginning of a really heavy Ethereum? I guess a loss of Ethereum dominance. Are we going to really start tanking? This is a pretty heavy wick right here. Let's see what this says. ETH whales grabbing astonishing number of Ethereum as price soars. I don't know about that. DYDX publishes, here's what happened to crypto today. This looks a little concerning. It kind of looks like it wants to roll over. Possibly test this zone versus possibly 0.05. We might not be at that level to exactly start going into Ethereum from Bitcoin, but we're getting close. Let's take a look at the weekly here. Maybe that'll tell us something else. 200, we're below the 200. I wish I could move that. It's not a lot of volume here. 4 hour. Yeah, there's a lot of volume on the 4-hour for sure. This is what I was looking at this chart yesterday. I was basically started taking my Bitcoin and converting it into Ethereum. Maybe I should wait a little longer. I'm not sure. Not sure exactly how I feel about it, but it's just something to keep an eye on. Let's look at the Dixie. I think the Dixie did bounce a tad bit. Let's see how much it bounced. It bounced pretty hard actually today. Whatever. Now, ICP, Internet Protocol, it's hard not to think about the band ICP. But, I mean, a lot of charts say it's at $200, per. It's pretty insane. But this could be one to really start kind of looking at. It's so cheap right now. And like if it goes to a couple $100, $300, that's a 100. Is that 100x? If it goes to $200 or $300, at least $100. That's a big increase. One to keep an eye on. A lot of people were stacking it, even including me. I think I bought one at like $100 or something like that. Maybe a couple at 50. So I've been dollar cost averaging it just to try to like get my entries a little bit more positive. And Tron looks like it wants to get ready to break out. It's itching. Wants to break this so bad. But it's also kind of creating a bit of a channel. A lot of times channels will reverse and come back down. So, but I think we're in a holiday rally. So I think if anything happens negatively, it probably won't happen until after Christmas and the New Year. January, February might be pretty red right before the halving. That's what I'm kind of thinking. And also, there's all this ETF news, and we have to understand that there's all this ETF hype that's happening right now, but there is no ETF. There hasn't been any confirmed ETF as of yet. Let me check the news. Nothing exactly. No ETF is officially been. So this is basically probably a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And when the ETF does get approved, and say it gets approved in December, maybe it takes a little longer than we think, in November, December. That might be a good time to take profits. Hate to say it. I mean, maybe the initial volume will be less. Some negative news will pop up, something, and it might create a sell-off. So say if we go to like 40K, 42, 45K, we pull back, and then the news starts getting bad, we might go down all the way to 28 to 30K again to retest the base, which would be fine. It'd be healthy. But we are in an interesting zone here. I mean, we're getting back to these levels right here. We haven't been in these levels. All right, last time we were here, May 2022, but last time we were really holding it, January 22, and then it was also support during the summer, the double peak back in 2021 when I was in LA. Stressed, and I was like so stressed that it was just going to go down and fall and die. And we got a second peak. Then I was really convinced that we were going to go sideways. Unfortunately, that did not happen. It got pretty rough. Listening to the wrong people, listening to people with very little experience. Should have been watching people with more experience and being more careful with everything. But I just wasn't thinking that I was trusting in centralized institutions like Binance and Voyager. I was trusting Celsius, and I thought that they were regulated by the SEC. I thought that, hey, well, if one goes, I'll be okay. Well, 3 went, so it's like Jesus. I got lit up pretty hard. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I understand some risk happens, but you try to diversify to avoid those things. But I diversified into. I mean, good thing I didn't do BlockFi. I was thinking about doing BlockFi. That'd been another one. And I had FTX, and I saw FTX falling, and I got out of FTX. I had a fair amount of their tokens, too, and got out before the end. Though now it's looking like FTX might be firing back or at least getting bought out. There's rumors out there of being bought out or something, and like it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy what's going on. Also, please click the like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Any suggestions or maybe questions, I can try to answer them. Open interest, margin trading interest, it's still kind of high. It's not redlining just yet. It did pull back a little bit yesterday, probably due to the short squeeze. The dominance is definitely it's redlining, so I think it's a good time to probably look at converting Bitcoin into some other coins that you might believe in. Not financial advice. This is me. Fear and greed is at 66, which is quite high. That is quite high. So I think we'll take a look at it in a second. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin in a second and see kind of what's really hot. Not what's hot, it's just like the charts and like what are the support resistance levels that we have? Where might we go down if we go down soon? Algo is up a bit. Injected protocol has been going crazy. I've actually moving some of my stuff from there to others. CRO token, I think I want to upgrade my CRO token, so I'm looking at possibly really going into CRO pretty soon here. So we'll see. I'm just thinking about really taking a big plunge on CRO token. I think it has survived this bear market so far. I mean, it's not saying that nothing can't happen, but it has survived this far. They still have their arena. I think CRO might be okay. I mean, Crypto.com, that's what people are going to be Googling when they start researching crypto for the first time in the next few months, next year. So Crypto.com is going to be one hell of a domain, just like Bitcoin.com was, I think, for Craig Wright and the Bitcoin Cash folks. So I think it's going to be hard to really deny CRO. I mean, its high was $1. It's at 5 cents right now. It's probably similar to a Cardano of last cycle. I think it could be a hot one. It could be very, very hot. Very hot. So that's one of my big. I think it's going to be one of my big plays. Algorand also great. To render. Yeah. I mean, when I saw that Ren was being, delisted, I pretty much took all of my Ren and put it into some of these that I really believe in. Near protocol, I think Near's got a lot of potential. Got a lot of games. I think it's got a lot of potential. I'm getting pretty excited though, but we have to tame the excitement. I mean, when you get kind of FOMO, fear and greed is at 66, and we're still in a bear market, especially when it comes to total 2. Let's see where we can go here. Where's total 2 and total 3 tickers? So total market cap with everything 1.217, and we are breaking up, and targets are about 1.5 trillion. That'd be my target for probably holiday. Then we may come back down to 1.25 out where we are now and retest. So where we're at right now is probably what we'll retest. I doubt we'll come down to 1 trillion again. I'd be very surprised if we come back down to 1 trillion. Oops. I don't know who that is. Yeah, if we come back down to 1 trillion, that would be insane. Sorry, that just messed me up. Yeah, so total 3. This is the total market cap. This is just altcoins. We're still very much in a bear market when it comes to altcoins. We're how many billion? We're like 30 billion off, 40 billion off from the 200-week moving average, and we need to be above this 200-week moving average for us to be really bullish. I mean, that's not the most scientific, telltale sign, but we were not in a bull market with the altcoins, and we're still very suppressed. So we're still very early. You got 6 months to a year, maybe. You're pushing it for a year to really get those great entries. I mean, you can still be stacking in 2024 and be fine into 2024. And even 2025, you'll be able to make some money, but it's just by then you're kind of like you're running out of time. He's like, I was telling my friend, I've been telling him for a year to stack and really get his portfolio straight, and he's like acting like he's missing out. I'm like, no, you haven't missed out, man. You just got get in, get in and stay in for a year, because this time next year is when I'll probably start looking into exiting. So I'll definitely be stopping buying for tax reasons. So there's a lot of variables to consider. ADA still at a great buy. Aave did a good number. It's kind of following the DeFi. Algorand still extremely low. Great entries right there. Atom, great entry right there. I'm just gonna go down these are some of my watch lists. Crypto.com, yeah, great entry right now. I mean, you're looking at even when I made that before. I mean, these entries. I mean, you're looking at a what is that? Is it a 25x gain to the top? I'm thinking the stock market may start. It might keep falling a bit, but I think it's maybe going to kind of a false breakdown. Dot, great entry right there. Polkadot, solid project. DYDX is okay. I kind of got out of my position there. Engine, great entry. Insane potential for that's insane potential right there. Insane. Ethereum is solid. I think Ethereum go to 10, 12, maybe even 20K. Very well good. Filecoin apparently has bad tokenomics, but I think it could do very well. Gala, great entries right here. What is that even to its all-time high? Its high was 80 cents. It's at 14 cents. So a 10x, no, it's 0.014 cents. So 10x is 14 cents. 20x is 28 cents. It's like a 50 or 60x to its all-time high at Gala. So, yeah. Assuming Gala can stick around, it's 20x for Near protocol. Great. Ontology is high risk, but I think it's a good project. To its all-time high, it's like a 20x. Silver, Theta, great entry. Theta and LivePeer are kind of a niche protocol. It's like a 20x to its all-time high. Uniswap, it's a solid move. Like 10, 12x to its all-time high. V chain, 28 cents. It's a 20 or 30x to its all-time high. Zilliqa, similar. XTZ, XRP. XRP is kind of like, I don't know how far it's going to go up. I mean, it's going to at least 5x, maybe 10x. It's just going to be kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious how well it does. I don't stack it very heavily, though. I'm actually stacking more XLM. Seems like there could be more gains to be made with XLM. GRT. Oh, man. You could almost $3. It's like a 30x to its all-time high. Kava. Yeah. There's a lot of opportunity out there. That's basically what I'm basically saying right now. I really like HBAR. I don't know how well it's gonna go to $1. What's it gonna do? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna look at Bitcoin. Look at support and resistance lines. We are kind of pulling back a little bit here. Let's see what we got. So our heaviest support line currently is going to be in this zone here. So we're going to have to expect to probably get some kind of test bounce here at 30K. And it could go down to 28, 29 like a wick. Now, what will often happen now, we might make another high, or we might just kind of stick around down here and kind of float in here, Probably not that long. What does it take me to March? It might be a quicker kind of thing. This is November, December. Maybe we go up to 38.40. This takes us to January. And then they would top out back down to 30. It could even come down to here. And then up to 49.50 for the halving. That's one way that could happen. So what I want to do, I want to readjust this. Well, I might readjust. Is that look like a high to you? That doesn't look like a high to me. This is kind of what I'm thinking may happen. Yeah. Here's November. Yeah. But regardless, this would be our first level. I mean, we could be held up a little higher. Maybe if we were really bullish and maybe we're going to go for 50K, maybe this level. And that would be around 31, 32K. That beats our previous highs. If those become our supports and resistances, or supports, I mean, that would be very positive. I mean, there's a lot of confluence in this area, so just be wary. It's gonna be all right though. It's gonna be all right. And from there, I mean, again, my targets are 38 to 42K. That's based on VPVR. I don't have that chart anymore because Kraken bought out Crypto Watch. But that's what I remember from that chart. I need to probably, I'm looking at getting Kraken. And in that case, I'll have that VPVR. Or I might pay for the, nicer trading view. And that's what I've been using here. Anybody can download for free. You only get a couple indicators, and it's pretty limited what you can have. So you may want to pay for the extra. But overall, I'm pretty stoked. We might get some consolidation, but I think we're going to start shooting up. So just be ready for when the ETFs do start getting approved. That might be a time to maybe start reassessing where things are, because a lot of times they call it buy the rumor, sell the news. When the news drops, you get a drop. So be on top for that. But other than that, we'll check back in later if anything pops up. I'll make a post or something like that. But appreciate you stopping by, and check back in tomorrow. Peace.